So inside this case is the most expensive steak in the entire universe. So it's called a chrono steak. And the steak is actually from an animal that lives just outside of the event horizon of a black hole, called a gravity bison. And they're almost impossible to reach without being sucked down into the black hole yourself. These bison can survive the intense levels of gravity around a black hole, but it does do something very interesting to their meat. I'll show you. So the steak arrives in this time protective case. What this does is it effectively stabilizes the steak and keeps it in its own relative time field. Time passes slower near the event horizon of a black hole relative to the time passing on our planet. And since these bison live their entire life cycles within these really intense gravity fields, if the steak is exposed to our time field, it would actually age incredibly rapidly. And it would literally go bad in a matter of minutes. And that is what this equipment stops from happening, which is just another reason why this steak is so expensive. So each steak also comes with its own certificate of authenticity. So this just proves that our chrono steak is legit. That's good. So the grading, can't read that. The origin, which is the black hole that the bison came from, that's Blogon 462. The harvester is Schmiglet & Sons, and I'd like to say a quick thank you at this point to Schmiglet & Sons for gifting this lovely chrono steak and allowing me to make this video. And then the breed and gender is a gravity bison, male. The ID number, I also can't read. The slaughterhouse is Grungu FK2 Wholesale Meat Ship. It has a seal of approval by the Galactic Grouping and has been signed by Scrumpo Blunks, the senior beef grader. Okay, so back to the case, and let's open it. So as you can see, this light is currently red, and there's a caution sticker next to it which reads, time stasis light must be green before case can be opened. Opening when light is red risks instant time breach and local temporal annihilation in a 1 mile radius. So we're going to try and avoid that, but what we're going to do next is we're going to open this catch here and press the button. So now the light is green, the time stasis equipment should be off, and the case safe to open. Fingers crossed we don't get temporally annihilated. And here is the chrono steak. And the steak is in yet another layer of time protective packaging just to keep it safe from the ravages of our time field whilst it comes up to room temperature before we cook it. So now I'm going to take the steak out of the case. Just look at this beautiful steak. Because the gravity where the bisons graze is so intense, it effectively condenses time. The time calcifies within the meat of the bison, leading to these time crystals within the steak. Crystals of physical time in the steak. Isn't that amazing? So each of these chrono steaks is completely unique, like a snowflake, and each of these time crystals, when eaten, will have a completely different effect on you. So this piece of equipment here just slows down the aging process of the steak as it comes up to room temperature. It's not complete time stasis like the case was, but it is just slowing the rate at which the meat will degrade in our time field. So I think with this equipment on, 30 seconds is about the equivalent of letting a steak come up to room temperature for about 30 minutes. But now I'm gonna sear the steak in a little bit of oil, and the timings are a little bit different to that of Earth steaks. For medium rare, you're probably only going to want to fry the steak for about 0.03 of a second on each side. So whilst the oil is getting up to heat, I just need to remove the steak from its last piece of time protective packaging. I just need to flip this final safety switch, and the light will go from red to green, signifying that it's finally safe to get the steak out and cook it. And just have a look at the colour of these beautiful time crystals. And now the oil is up to temperature, let's fry the steak. So fry the steak for 0.03 of a second on each side, and it's done. And now we let the steak rest, and it's done. So it's cooked, it's rested, it's ready to eat, and look at the colour of this. So first, I want to try a little bit of the meat without any of the time crystals. Oh, that is absolutely delicious. I mean, I haven't tried bison before, especially not gravity bison, but it's tender, full of flavour and rich, and oh, it's delicious. But I mean, let's be honest, the main attraction of this steak are the time crystals. So let's go ahead and try one of those. So like I said before, each one of these time crystals is completely unique, and therefore there's no way of knowing exactly what will happen to you when you eat one. Oh. What? think I was just back in the womb. As an adult, I had an umbilical cord and everything. Oh, still there. Oh, it fell off. Should we try and have a crystal? Wah! I mean, I think this time, rather than walk me back into the womb, the crystal has changed me back into a baby. But the effects have been localized entirely to my head, and I can still weirdly talk like an adult. This is a strange feeling. Okay. I think when I had a baby head, I soiled myself. That's embarrassing. So I'm just gonna crack on and try another one. Let's try this one.
Well, this is fun. This crystal appears to have transported me to a point in time when I'm buried inside my own coffin. So now I'm experiencing what it'll be like after I've died. It's cozy in here. I wonder how long it takes for the effects to wear off. Hello? Hello out there? I'm kind of stuck.
Okay, so I've experienced the beginning of my life and the end. I wonder what's next. Oh, this one smells good. Oh, I appear to have developed a series of noses on my face. Okay, so now my body is experiencing the distant future and the next stage in human evolution. In the future, AI has become so advanced, it can trick all of our senses, except for smell. Smell is the only thing that AI couldn't understand, so humans have evolved to outsmell AI. With a bunch more noses, I can smell in 3D. It's like stinky sonar. I'm basically Daredevil, but with smells. That was probably for the best. That many noses was too much power for one man. Let's try another time crystal.
Oh. So, I think now this is me as a skeleton. This is exciting. I'm experiencing what it'll feel like when my body has decomposed and only my bones are left. It feels kind of freeing and drafty. And honestly, I'm surprised at how Halloween decoration-y my bones look. Not sure how long I'm stuck like this. Any moment now.